Welcome back to Acceleration of Suguri. It's time to play arcade mode as Suguri herself. I'm going to try to play on hard. Now, hard AI is a definite step up from normal. Still, I'm not too worried about anything until the end. Try and talk a bit about matchups as we go. Suguri being a very well-rounded character, it's not so much a question of can she handle a given matchup, it's how do you approach a given matchup. Best way to do that generally is to look at what it is your opponent likes to do and how to prevent them from doing it. So Saki, an aggressive approach, is the way to go because she likes to float back, fill the field with projectiles, stay at low heat, stay out of harm's way. So you want to push on her, get aggressive with her, make her uncomfortable. You can do that with melee pushes as you see, but you don't necessarily have to. Any form of pressure, aggression that you're comfortable with should be just fine. Doing a pretty good job staying in our case here, and there we go. Yeah, melee got me far there. And no Saki. Iru, I would probably go after a mid-range approach with some careful melee pushes, as she can't do much of anything but drop traps. You've just got to be mindful of the traps if you're going to try to get too close. Suguri can sort of combat Iru from a distance, but that's definitely Iru's strength. Try and deny her that if you could. I say from a mile away. Here we are. I can start a little push. Hard AIs are almost always going to have a shield ready for you. Still, it's important to make them burn them off so you don't get trashed by hypers. Able to melee her pretty well here. Spawn with a shield of my own to the hyper. We should just be a couple of hits away from victory. There we are. Yeah, buffering melee pushes with hypers still works on hard for the most part. Prepare to be shielded out though, and definitely it's not a habit you want to fall into against human opponents because you're going to pull that off once and then they're going to see it coming from then on. Nanako's always a weird bird. I don't want to get too close to her. The bits are definitely a wild card, and if they're in the wrong spot when you commit to melee, she's just pretty much going to have her way with you. So I, like with Iru, would caution a mid-range approach, pepper her with things, look for openings to drop a hyper, and then maybe slap her a few times with your sword if it looks like the opportunity has presented itself. This might be a good time. Oh, double hyper, alright. Nanako was thinking the same thing. I've got more. When you go in for melee pushes, even when they're buffered by hypers, I do caution that you keep an extra charge of hyper for yourself in case you need to shield out of a bad spot. And there goes Nanako again with her hypers that give lots of warning. Oh, maybe not lots of warning. At least not when she combos them together. Nope. See, that was almost bad. There we are, alright. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not coming up with much to say, but hard bots require a bit of concentration. And Kai is going to be no exception. This will be fun. She ought to be running down my throat at every opportunity. It can be fun to meet Kai's aggression with aggression of your own. However, against a hard Kai, I don't think that'll end well for me, especially when she sets herself on fire. Try and keep her at bay. Keep some space between you. Try and make sure that you can move not only away from the Kai, but up or down as well. A lot of her hypers involve just aggressive lateral movement. Try to give yourself room to escape to the side when she drops one of those. Is she just continually setting herself on fire? That's a very Kai thing to do, but she should have used her hypercharges on other things, mainly pushing me. strategy against Kyoko is going to be very similar to Iru's strategy against Kyoko, which is to stay back and throw bombs. Lasers are a bad idea for the same reason they're bad as Iru, that is that she can reflect them back at us. Suguri at least can make melee pushes, which Iru can only dream of. Try and make a hyper buffered melee push here. Didn't work out at all. I need to decommit from this. Should have several seconds earlier, but whatever. Still doing well. We're on our first health bar, and this Kyoko's on the ropes for sure. Stay back. Hyper for hyper I'll take, because at least we got rid of a lot of those barriers. Oof. There's her melee answer. And that's reflecting the lasers, which you don't want. Alright, we got her. Yeah, just stay back and pepper with bombs is going to be the safest thing. Melee pushes are great, save you some time if you can get them, but you can't always get them. So, here is the run killer. Hard AI Hime is... you'll see. She's very adept. Almost any laser projectile you throw at her, she'll just immediately dodge. Bombs aren't going to get you much either. Melee pushes, she's going to sidestep out of the way and then lock you in her chains. In order to beat this Hime, you have to outplay her. No way around it. There's no hack for this one. Now, if you can, at least continually throw things her way. You see how much heat she's built up. She's almost at max. If I can actually land something on this Hime, it'll hit like a truck. Of course, that's the problem. What I want to do, I don't want to use my hypers until I've built up several charges. My heat is now rivaling hers. I do have 2. I'd rather go for 3 before I start trying to use them against her. But this much heat, probably best just to throw out bombs and hope that she makes a mistake, runs into something. I do have my 3 charges now, so I guess I will go for something. She's just going to shield out of it. We've barely gotten a health bar out of her. Oh, this is absolutely nerve-wracking. You see, I've now built my heat up to impressive levels just to stay out of her way, too, so if I mess up and run into something, I'm the one that's going to hurt. Nothing else, we might be looking at a timeout here. Have to keep this up for another half a minute, though. Oh, she's getting close. Oh, she took a truckload of damage at some point. Where did that come from? Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, I was too busy staying alive to notice what happened to her, but we got her somehow. I don't want to look at that. Alright, skip the credits. And I should think that would be my highest score on hard. That might be the first time I've beaten hard as anyone but Hime herself, actually. So we're just gonna call this Soog because she's a Soog. I don't know if anybody actually calls her Soog but me, but I like that. All right, now for Suguri's extra story. It's that nostalgia feeling again. Ah, could this be the feeling of awakening? I open my eyes wide, but with these sleepy eyes of mine, maybe it's because I soaked up so much light at once, but all I can see is white. I'll speak, just to make sure everything's okay. Good morning. Then there was an immediate reply. Good morning, Suguri. How's your body feeling? Oh, it's so bright. Well, how about the rest? I'm okay. Everything's normal. My father smiled upon hearing my response. Oh, that's right. It's my father. I can finally see his face. Daddy, it's been a long time. How many months has it been? Let's see, maybe about half a year. Wow, I slept for half of a year. When I last woke up, it was winter. Geez, I slept way too much. Hmm? Oh, nothing. By the way, was the operation a success? That's right. The reason I slept for so long is because I had an operation. Yes, I still have a lot of things that I must do, but you're awake and well. So at least for now, it seems to be a success. A success? So I guess that means I've become really strong? What I had received was a special operation that only my body could withstand. It was a difficult operation to make my already strong body even stronger and obtain lots of power. Then, for that operation, I repeatedly slept for long periods of time, awakening only for short periods of time along the way. But today it seems this has finally come to an end. Well, do you feel like you've become stronger? Hmm, my body feels very light. My body, has it been changed? Yes, in various internal ways, but on the outside you haven't changed much at all. Do you want to look in the mirror? My father hands me a small hand mirror as he says this. Whoa, my eyes are red. The rest hasn't changed at all, though. I was surprised that my eyes had changed color, but other than that, it was the same face as before. What a relief. Yes, it's the same face as when we started the operation. So I really haven't changed at all since then. Well, it's really just because the first operation I received was that kind of operation, though. Hmm. When did we perform your first operation again? 6 years ago. 6 years. So I'm getting rather old, I suppose. Don't be silly. My father pretends to sulk as I reassure him. His personality hasn't changed a bit since then. But Suguri, you really hung in there. Father stops pretending to sulk and pats my head. His large hand is warm. No, the one who really held on was you, Father, and everyone else. I hung in there for 6 years, but Father and the others have been hanging on for even longer. They just had one dream, to heal this planet. I wonder if everyone's dream can finally come true with this. With the power everyone has given me, I'm sure it can come true. That's what I believe, but I still want to hear my father say, it's all right. For some reason, though, my father's face looks a bit sad. Suguri, I have two dreams. One is to heal this Earth, this wounded and dying planet. Yes, that's the dream I've heard about ever since I was little. Now it's the dream of everyone on this planet. The other is for you to live a happy life. Father smiles as he says this, but there's a hint of pain in his expression. I firmly believe that the first will come true. Suguri, with you as you are now, I'm sure it can come true. But the second dream... Father falls silent. I know what he wants to say. Even so, I'm the one that gave you that body. I'm sorry. Father looks at me with very sad eyes. Father, you don't understand. My dream is to heal the Earth too. That wouldn't be possible without becoming the person I am now. Making your dreams come true is the meaning of happiness. Father, if you truly believe that your dreams will come true, then they will. I received the power to realize this dream, thanks to Father and everyone else. There's no feeling as happy as this. I put my feelings directly into words. Father, there's nothing to worry about. I'm truly happy right now. So please, I want you to be happy with me too. I tell him exactly what I'm hoping for too. Father began to fall silent once more, but he soon raised his face and smiled. Suguri, thank you. I'm the one who should be thanking you. I returned his smile. By the way, Father, where should I begin? There's so much I have to do, to be honest. How could I ever figure out how to get started? Let's see. My father seemed to be deep in thought for a while, but then he smiled and spoke. First, let's celebrate. Hmm? In these 6 years, you slept through your birthdays, so we need to celebrate 6 years of birthdays. We need to celebrate the fact that you woke up today and are well too, of course. Celebrate? It's true that I was never awake for any of my birthdays in the past 6 years, and it does feel like a bit of a shame. 6 years plus one... So your 15th through 20th birthday parties. It's a special celebration, so perhaps I should prepare a feast? How can he be so carefree? His daughter is so ready to get to work, but he says that he wants to have a party before that? But to be honest, I guess it makes me feel kind of happy too. I'm I'm 20 years old. I guess I'm old enough to drink, huh? Shall we prepare some drinks then? That sounds good, but more than that, I want to cook something. Shall we make it together? Yes, let's make a lot and invite lots of people and have a grand time. With this great power, the first thing I do is cooking? I think about how strange it is, but then I wonder if it's just how I am. Father, what is it? I'm really happy right now. Thank you for everything. I'm sure there's a long and difficult road ahead of me. This planet is very big, and I'm so small. Even so, I'll never forget this feeling. I'll never forget today's happiness. Because if I keep holding it in my heart, I should be able to hang in there for hundreds or even thousands of years. That's Suguri's story. Thanks for watching. Next time, someone else.